this is kind of a micro add-on to what is it? A Wango Tango episode we did.
Yeah.
That had all the teachers, banging their
Oh,
students and
yeah.
shit.
This is, it just seems to get worse and worse. Before we get into that, though, this is just,
Oh my God.
even, I don't even know what to say about these moms who will throw in money for this. This chick here works in a brothel, and moms pay her to deflower their clueless virgin sons. Welcome to Nevada.
I mean, you want to talk about setting your son up for a hurt ass mouth, throat head problem. You just go ahead and have him mess around with professionals.
Yeah.
You just wait and see what happens.
Get the duh right out of the gate.
I'm just wondering about the psyche. As a parent, that's the most concerning aspect of all of this.
Well,
the physical risk and then the emotional risk.
Yeah.
Well,
that's it's concerning.
It is,
to say the least.
One of my favorite new modern leftoid gaslighting techniques, when you bring up the troons and how children shouldn't be involved, yada yada, they will insist that you are just obsessed with other people's genital pleasure. What about these moms?
Yeah.
Like, well, my son isn't getting his pee nice sucked on enough. I think I need to send him to a pro.
To get the, he's probably not just getting the ice cream cone treatment, but he's getting probably, she's paying for 2, maybe 3 holes game of golf.
I wonder if this is like the roller coasters in Vegas, where at that perfect moment where they know you're going to scream, they have the camera that flashes multiple times.
Oh yeah.
But you notice what they don't say? They don't talk about the age.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what the age.
I'm hoping they're of legal age. I'm not sure what age of consent is in Nevada. If we have any fans who live out that way, can let us know.
But if you're 18, why is your mom bringing you in when you're 18?
It's probably
That's
16.
Weird.
It's probably 16.
Yeah, it's 16 here in Michigan. I know that. So a licensed ex-worker revealed that moms pay her to take their clueless virginal sons out and then under the sheets for the first time. Alice Little, 33, works at the Chicken Ranch, a legal licensed brothel in Pahrump, Nevada. Now, if there was ever a city perfect for hosting a brothel, it's Pahrump Pumpy, Nevada. But she also ventures outside the erotic establishment to offer her inexperienced clients a full whining and dining experience.
Because she is a licensed sexual therapist, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Moms are sending their sons to me ahead of Valentine's Day to get their first experience under their belt. They're reaching out from a place of care and concern. Wow. Wanting to make sure their kid essentially doesn't become bitter and negative toward women.
All right. First of all, whenever you try to educate men, or especially young men, on how women really work, you're always bitter, ignorant, and you're a misogynist.
Yeah.
Sorry. Listen, I hate to say it. I know there's women that watch this show, but you drop out of the meat sack pre-programmed to do many different things that you don't even know you can do.
Oh, she knows. Look at her.
I'm saying, like,
she's aware.
Like,
She's
literally,
very well aware.
Like these. When I was in school, the women be like, they literally come programmed on how the pecking order works.
Oh yeah.
How to do what they got to do to go up in the pecking order, and how to destroy or assassinate the character of those around them.
You ain't kidding.
They can smell out your resources. And they will play on they will use your dignity, honor, and self-respect against you. So you have to be mindful of that. And it's usually done with blame and shame.
Women use blame and shame? No,
they'll like, well, if you're a real man, you would be able to do X, Y, and Z.
Any woman who busts out that term wants a slave.
Yes.
Well, a real man, and then as soon as I hear that, I just, the antenna shuts down, and we are not receiving any more transmissions for the night.
Have you ever said to him, "Well, I'm not one"?
No.
Just like dead face stare at him and say, "I'm not one." It's like they don't know what to do.
It's like aliens. Hey, Vasquez, you ever been mistaken for a man? No, have you?
No, my whole response to that, and the 2 or 3 different times I've heard it, is I literally like, "Oh, I'm not a real man." Well, I led men in combat. That's about as manly as it gets. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Led men in combat, raised 2 kids, kept a whole platoon of dudes from taking the dirt dart.
A whole battalion.
Whole battalion. There you go.
541. That's more than a battalion now.
Winning.
3 battalions, it'll be a regiment. So I need another 1,000 guys.
Yeah, we got that. We got to get the regiment going over here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So we got here, she explains some of these men are introverted and never started their dating or ex lives. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder if it has anything to do with modern women being so damn delusional and picky.
Well, modern women have a problem called the swamp donkey effect.
You're not kidding. That's what gaslighting does.
Well, here's the thing. We all look at each other and we judge on looks 1 through 10.
And that's totally okay.
Most people are between 3 and 5. All right. The swamp donkey effect is you get the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, and some of the 6s all shooting for the 8s, 9s, and 10s. So literally, it is a tidal wave of swamp donkeys at the top. And if you're a normal dude down here, you just got to wait it out or see if you can raise yourself in the rankings so the swamp donkeys will aim for you.
Don't wait it out, though, man.
No.
I will say that. Do not wait it out. You don't want to be the only one at the all-you-can-fuck buffet with leftovers.
Oh, God.
All right? It's not good. Just like the non-melanin challenged individuals when the crab legs show up. Like, don't be that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
In this case, the crab legs are actual crabs, and they're, it's itchy.
When was the last time you were at Myers?
I don't know, last week before.
Do they still have the aisle where you can actually fill up bags with your own cereal products?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because that used to be a thing at Myers.
Yeah.
And one of my soldiers was a security guy for Myers. And he would bring in the videotape and he'd go, this is what happens to these bins. Sort of like open it up, blowing snot in there, licking their hand and mixing it in there. It is terrible. And I'm like, I'm like, I can't unsee that. He goes, well, you should take this to the news. He's like, oh no, hits eject, I'll get fired.
Well, I mean, these modern women essentially, like, the best analogy that I've heard, and I think this goes pretty well, is they're potholes. All right, when they're small, anyone and everyone will hit them. They'll drive right over.
Doesn't matter.
But the more dudes hit that hole, the bigger it gets until sooner or later everyone avoids it.
Oh my God, it's so true.
Absolutely, I got to write that down.
And if
Where did you hear that?
And if they're that bad, it becomes a sinkhole.
There is a reason. I say this all the time, and people can say whatever they want. There's a reason I tell my daughter, if you kiss a whole bunch of boys aren't going to respect you.
Yeah. Because
I care about her, so I want her to respect herself.
Yeah. If you give away something for free to anyone and anyone who will have it, what's it worth?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, they think it's worth a Ferrari when they hit 30-ish.
Keep your virginity and actually work on developing that thing. What's a personality, and maybe you'll have a chance.
Here's a hint that we need to get out there to the women. You are not going to win the game by waiting at the finish line for the winner.
No.
I'm sorry. Like a man that can actually come across the finish line, he will more than likely appreciate somebody who ran next to him.
Yes, somebody who's there with the keg of water or something running right along. They're there at every checkpoint.
Yeah, here's some water.
Cheering you on. Here's some water. Go.
Yeah, there you go.
You can do it.
Yeah, but if you're one of these women who thinks because your looks are good enough that you can wait at the finish line and pick the winner, you're out of your goddamn mind. Unless the dude is uber stupid, and there's stupid people out there.
There's plenty of that out there.
And let's be reasonable here. Some of these women are going to succeed with that strategy, but very, very few.
People win the lottery too.
That's right. I was just going to say that.
Most of us don't.
They allow enough people to win the lottery, so you idiots keep contributing to the redneck retirement fund. That's exactly what it is. I mean, I go across the street to 7-Eleven all the time, and I'm like, be sitting there like gonna buy my stuff, and somebody's like, "Oh, I need to play these 8 numbers on Lotto and give me 3 scratchers."
Yep.
And I'm like,
gotta buy like 10 lottery tickets. I just want my beer, man.
Yeah. I'm literally like, so how many years you been playing the lottery? Oh, my whole life. I'm like, so you what, 60? Yeah, I'm like 62. Oh, Okay. Do you ever consider what would happen if you took all that money and just invested it? You'd probably have a lot more money now. He's like, yeah, I know, but maybe I'll win.
There's a lot of maybes.
Yes.
That's a
Good
lot
luck.
of babies.
And that's why we have dudes that get married 3 times and more. No, this time I'll win. No, you're not. You are not going to win.
Oh man, these dudes more marriages than Elizabeth Taylor. I just don't.
I had a
get it.
great uncle. I swear to God, out in Jersey, great uncle. He was married like 4 or 5 times. He ended up dying alone. Great. I mean, he's an awesome, great uncle, but it's like 5 times, dude. Like,
Yeah. I'm done. I'm not playing those games anymore.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Before she went into this profession, she was probably a fairly attractive woman.
Oh yeah, I mean, like most people probably wouldn't kick her out of bed until they found out what she did for a living.
Mm-hmm.
So she's getting to sit and go out on a date is truly a first experience for them. So it's so stressful and nerve-wracking. To help ease these men into the world of dating, the sex worker will organize a practice date to set them up with the skills they're going to need to be in successful relationships in the future. I've had guys shaking in a mocked up first date situation. For some of these gentlemen, they have not even had their first kiss.
All right.
If they're old enough to court a lady and they haven't even, oh man, that's just so sad.
Well, here's the thing. I don't really consider that a bad thing.
Yeah.
Taking a guy and actually, teaching him how, run him through rehearsal for actions on the objective.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a father in your life, most fathers at some point when the kid hits around 10, 11, 12, they're like, because they know any day those balls are dropping and that toxic T substance is going to spill into their blood and they become raging, horny assholes.
That's how it goes, man.
And you have a father in your life like, okay, this is going to happen here. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Never go out of the house with a loaded weapon. If you have to unload it, do a hand load. All right. If it progresses to the point where you actually need to do the InNOut thing, wear a condom, take it with you, flush it down the toilet. And you need to be aware of these activities, these behaviors and attitudes, because all of them will bring you right back down to you got butt fucked in the dick hole.
Ah!
You don't want that. You don't want to play that game of shoots and ladders.
No, this is bad, right? This is bad.
Butt fucked in the dick hole.
Butt fucked up the dick hole.
Gay!
Dude, when you said that, it was hilarious. I was like, what? That is so horrible.
We were talking about something, and I was like, dude, I'm getting butt fucked up the dick hole. And that was just over.
I was like,
just it.
It happens that way.
Dude,
Like, that's going in the book.
That's why I'm like, oh, yeah, it's going in the book.
Oh, man. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I mean, would you, if you had sons, would you throw them to a pro for their first experience?
Well, I've known some guys in the service that fathers have done that for their sons.
Ah, okay.
Maybe I'll be a little misogynistic by saying it'd be different with a father and a son.
I don't know.
But here
it's still weird.
It is weird.
It's a little weird. I got it. But you got to figure by the time they're old enough to engage in those activities, you're probably either, somewhere in your late 30s to early 50s. You're on the back nine and you're like, oh, fuck. Okay, I got to make this is a very important. If he wants to have children, he's got to get over this.
He's got to get
and I'm old now. It's not like I can run, top cover for him and be his wingman. Because, it's not going to work. Well, I got money. And money has been opening legs of women since 5000 BC. Winning!
Woo! World's oldest profession, allegedly.
No, it's the second oldest profession.
Yeah.
The oldest profession is soldiers.
There you go. I mean, I could just imagine, though, if it was a dude setting up his kid. I just hope it wouldn't be like a Monsters Ball situation where you find out in that movie that Billy Bob and Heath Ledger have both been tagging the same hooker raw.
I'm surprised they just don't legalize prostitution all over and then teach it in the high schools as free love.
They basically do.
They're going to wind up getting a snivel dick.
Snivel dick.
Or snivel eye. Yeah, because, you got that one hole at the end. It's one eye. There's no depth perception. You go stick it in dark caves and you don't recon it first, you can walk out with a snivel eye.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.